England, about the time of James Otis, there was another man by the name of John Wilkes. And I learned about this story in reading my colleague, Senator Lee's book recently. John Wilkes was a rabble-rouser. He was a dissenter. Some called him a libertine. I don't know about his morals, but I know he wasn't afraid of the king. And the king was becoming more and more powerful at that time. It was one of the complaints that we had as well. And so John Wilkes began his own newspaper, and it was called the North Briton, and he labeled the numbers. And the one at this time became the North Briton number 45. It became so famous throughout England that it was also part of our idiom, part of our language in the United States. Everybody knew what 45 was if you mentioned it. But he wrote something about the king. He basically wrote what would be an op-ed in our day, and he made the mistake of sort of saying that the king's behavior, the prime minister's behavior, was the equivalent to prostitution. This did not make the king very happy. And so the king wrote out a warrant for the arrest of anybody that had to do with the writing of this North Briton number 45. But the warrant didn't have anybody's name on it. It was a generalized warrant. He said, arrest anybody. So they broke down John Wilkes' door. They rifled through and ruined the contents of his house, arrested him, put him in irons, and took him to the Tower of London. They did the same to 49 other people. But John Wilkes wasn't about to take this lying down, so John Wilkes actually then decided that he would sue the king. I tried doing the same thing, but I tried suing the president, and it hasn't gone so well. But the thing is that everybody ought to think that they have the ability and the equality to sue even our leaders. So he sued the king, but something remarkable happened. This is in the early 1760s. When he sued the king, he actually won. I think the award was like £1,000, which would be a significant sum of money for us in today's terms. But it was a big victory. It was part of the discussion going on simultaneously over here with James Otis. It was a big